A lot of people ask me about the Sandalboyz tattoo, and even leading into it, pretty much from the first release, honestly, that's when I first got the idea, and I was okay, I'm probably a little jumping the gun on the first release, but I was very, proud and excited of how that went. So it's something that is going to be on my body forever, and specifically, right when people look at me, they're going to see that right there. So Sandalboyz for life, Sandalboyz Worldwide. What's good, guys? It's Franalations, and you're watching snkrINC. Let's go. My name's Fran. Online I go by Franalations, and basically at this point, like 8-9 years ago, I started doing YouTube videos about sneakers. I've been collecting sneakers for about 11 years, something like that at this point in time. And maybe 2 years ago, my friend came up with an idea for the sandal brand, which we've now turned into Sandalboyz. We've been going for about 1.5 years at this point. Growing up, I've always collected stuff, whether it was Beanie Babies or Ninja Turtles or Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And so over the years, that turned into sneakers and footwear in general. I've just always liked collectibles I can wear and show, and when I see people walking around, I'll know that they have similar interests and whatnot. The beginning phases of Sandalboyz starting, it came from Drew's idea of starting Sandalboyz, and we gathered a core group of people to work on this project, and then it took months of sampling, finding the right factories, doing all that. The reason for going into sandals over sneakers, it's just something that I felt passionate about. Like I said, I've always been into footwear, and that's every level. High-end sneakers, dress shoes, just footwear. It's been my dream to work in footwear, and so that's the opportunity I have, no matter what that form is, sneakers, sandal. And so the one thing I wanted to translate, though, is being a sneaker collector. A lot of the sneakers come in amazing packaging, great detail, stuff like that. I feel like in this product genre, the brands really just slap a fat logo on it, put it in a throwaway box, and ship it out. So you don't really get the same detail that you would get from a Quick Strike or a Tier Zero or anything like that. And so I wanted to bring that to this realm. As far as like the whole Lonzo Ball situation of him wearing the sandals, I would say in general it's pretty unprecedented, because most of the time an athlete of that caliber, or at least of that notoriety, is usually signed and locked into a sneaker deal, and that's not the case in this situation. We gave him a pair of the sandals, and he genuinely liked it, obviously. A whole week of him being posted on the Lakers page or other sports blogs, and then even being awarded the MVP trophy for Summer League and going out there and accepting it. And I think the funniest part about that was when it was on a sports talk show with Michael Rappaport, and he was like very furious almost that he would go out there in these sandals. And so, I mean, the whole process was insane to watch. I wouldn't have ever expected that. Nothing like that was planned. It's just all what happened. And so to see that was very cool. So to give you a little idea of design and behind the scenes, there's a lot that goes into it. We have our designer Mikey come up with the amazing designs that he does. Comes up with a lot of the themes. A lot of the times the collection have different themes to them and stuff like that. So we kind of discuss, does that fit into what we're trying to do? And then after that design process is done, me and my partner Drew go out to Indonesia twice a year to oversee production. So that's the time when we get to go to the factories and see, how the product's going to look and everything like that. And that first trip was when we were doing our first release a couple months before, and seeing the product for the first time was, very exciting. Just as someone who's I'm very nerdy about anything I'm into, it's very fun to me to go through all that and see the behind the scenes, because I feel like most people don't get that opportunity to see it. As far as the BBC release, it's our most recent release. We did the release out in New York first before releasing anywhere else, exclusively at the BBC store. So the whole Sandalboyz team, we were all out there and everything like that. And it's just awesome to be a part of literally such, in my opinion, an amazing project, bringing back an iconic print from one of my favorite brands. and it was all just, it's very exciting. As far as like the demographic for Sandalboyz, honestly, the hope or the goal is a mom, a dad, a kid, teenager, someone in, really for everyone, honestly. We're gonna have a very diverse selection of colors and everything, so there should be, hopefully, if we've done our job right, something for everyone. In my opinion, Sandalboyz is literally for everyone. Don't be fooled by the name. It's not just for like kids or something like that. Sandalboyz, no, it's for everyone.